I had an experience today, and it kind of hit me. It wasn't a crazy experience. It was a status quo. And it reminded me the importance of just great customer service. And I think it's something we take for granted these days. I go to a vitamin shop. It's basically a supplement nutrition store. They have, protein shakes, supplements, pills, creatine, pre-workout, the good basically a GNC type of store, but in my opinion, a little bit better, more fair price, X, Y, and Z, but basically a GNC version. And I go here, I'm a regular customer here. Like, I probably go once a month to restock on, my stuff, my stack, my stack that's completely not working because of my diet and my habits. No, the supplements are fine. It's me. But I went there today. Very lovely lady. She's probably like middle age. And, I go in there. She was working with a customer. Hey, just let you know, she laid out, they lay out whatever deals they got going on. Buy one, get one half off, blah, blah, blah. I went in there to get one thing. I was going to get my one pre-workout, $30 or less. I'm on a budget. I'm not going to get any creatine, whatever. I'm going to just get what I need right now. I need to be safe. But she laid out, and she comes over to me, and she knows I know what I'm looking for, but I like to change it up. I was like, hey, what were the buy one, get one halves off? She goes through the thing again. And so she laid it out, and I was like, There were no signs for the buy one, get one half off because her just reminder of, hey, buy one, get one half off this. You're a regular customer. I want to make sure you get everything you need and all that stuff. And so I end up getting 2 pre-workouts because my rationalization was like, well, when are they going to have this deal again? Get one for 30, get another for 15. Boom. Won't have to worry about for a couple months. Cool. And then they had these $1 C-Bum drinks. I was like, yeah, let me grab a couple, I always get the $1 drinks, have a little extra energy drinks just for when I do my pods, X, Y, and Z. No one gives a shit. And she's like, yeah, I grabbed 4. And she's like, you can get 6, maximum of 6. So come on, just go. And I was like, damn, she got me. I got another 2. But then she applied my points. I got money off, whatever. It was still for everything I got, really good deal today. But as I'm in real time, I think some, especially people my generation, someone my age, I would not expect. I'm going to be honest. My expectations for, people around my age, their late 20s, even early to mid 30s, I would not expect that great customer service. It wasn't that she upsold me. I know she upsold me. But one, you could tell she's passionate and she cares about what she does. She cares about you getting everything you need to do, everything you want. Maybe introducing you to some to sell more. But it was just her energy, how much she cares. She works there, and every other time it's an influx of different employees, but she's a consistent staple. She's always she knows everything ins and outs about the supplements, what they got coming in. She does all the paperwork, she doesn't own the place. She may be a manager. I don't know. But I've been to other vitamin shops. It's typically, just people that are working there just to work there. They'll help you if you ask them. And they typically don't know anything about stuff. But she knows her stuff. You definitely tell. And I overheard her. She was talking with another customer who comes in regular, I guess. She has a close relationship with regulars. And she was sitting there showing her pictures of her daughter playing t-ball the previous day, making contact, going through it. And you tell she just cares. And something that a lot of times I'll admit, I think customer service, it's important, but I can work without the greatest customer service. I'm not someone that expects people to treat me like royalty, but I do expect hey, just don't make my life miserable about it if you're going to try to push something on me. and just like try to accommodate me. I'm cool. I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to that. And I was thinking like recent places I've been to that should apply customer service. It's fucked up, that my standard has become so low that just someone doing that is like this extraordinary thing, when really there are people that expect that everywhere they go. And then they're sorely disappointed. They say, oh, kids weren't raised right, all this stuff. And I get it. But, I do think it's an age thing where customer service is given and expected. And I think because maybe my standards are lower for customer service, that's why there's no action to it. So when I do get that extraordinary customer service, I'm like, fuck. Like, if I could tip you, like these, like, I'm gonna be honest, I would rather tip at a place like that, even though I'm spending the bag, places like that where it is very hard to upsell someone, like, that's a place where there should be tips involved. And I'm not like where legitimately you tip the individual, where it's allowed. Because I know she's not getting paid great money. I mean, I highly, highly doubt it. That's a place where really it is, I think those places are more paramount for how much a store sells. Because I can go to any vitamin shop. And here's what I was saying. Like, I can go to any vitamin shop, the 3 or 4 locations within a 20-mile radius. What's more convenient, and I could go to any vitamin shop, get the same shit, use my same discount, whatever. But I enjoy going there because I think it's just intuitively, it's just like, I know I'm going to get great customer service. And customer service is kind of a dying breed because there's a lot of entitlement behind it. We do need to do better as customers to be better customers too. As much, and it's going to be like a new generational opinion. Like, if you want great customer service, you need to be a great customer. That doesn't mean being better than the person that's serving you. Like, there's a minimum standard both ways. But someone can only help you as much as you're willing to give information out to be helped. If you go to return something, do you have a receipt? It's like, nah, I don't need to bring a receipt. It's like, so you're just starting off trying to be difficult. Now I'll be like, hey, like, yeah, I didn't have the receipt. I didn't have time to get it. I couldn't find it, but I have it on my account, blah, blah, blah. Like, I got you. Look, like, nah, I don't need to bring it. It's like, you don't need to bring it, but it's a little bit easier if you do, And yeah, a lot of these places fuck up your shit. People fuck up your orders. People mess up the prices. I get it. But I think we're giving customer service as customers. We're not looking in the right places of where it's actually happening. Like, you go to a Walmart, a Target, a retail place. They don't get any extra money for upselling. You're going to go there. And you're going to get what you're going to get anyways. They're just there to help you find the shit. Like, no. Like, self-checkout, whatever. I'm not tipping. All right? You're scanning my stuff. I get it. Cool. But that's not, someone goes out of the way to help a person. That's great. But a place to where people are very hesitant to, like, it's a look-around place. Where people are coming in here out of curiosity more than a lot of times knowing what they're going to get. People go into vitamin shop, a place like that, and they're probably just getting one thing. They're probably getting protein powder. They're probably getting pre-workout if it's a gym bro. But to be able to upsell and be like, hey, you know what? We got these specials for these drinks. Hey, she didn't have to tell me about it, but she did. Because that loyalty aspect. There is great customer service out here. You just got to really appreciate it when it happens and engage. Show that person that customer service was not only appreciative, but, you're like, that right there is a reason why I come back here when I could go anywhere else. That's the thing with these smaller franchise places. It's like, I can go to any location and get the same shit. Right? If you have a coffee, like let's say you enjoy a Starbucks or a Dunkin', in my case. There are closer Dunkins. There's like 2 or 3 Dunkins I go that I could sit at and work at. But I choose this one because it's well run, consistency. They always make my drinks right. And you're all charging out of the ass. I might as well go to the fucking place that makes it right. You know, like if it was still cheaper, I'd probably be a little bit like, whatever. But if I'm going to pay a premium for what I'm getting, all I ask is make sure you maximize what I'm paying for. Show excellent customer service. And that like I enjoy consistency in a place. I know everyone wants like when I see heavy turnover in a place, that's a red flag to me. It's over time, it can be masked, but it's going to create inconsistency. So you got to appreciate customer service when you get it, because otherwise those people in those positions are not going to work there too much longer. Because if people are giving out great service, if you're constantly putting yourself vulnerable out there, trying to tell everyone all the great things your place has to offer, regardless if it's your business or not, it's a reflection of how much that person cares of making this person's experience to keep coming back here, which is going to continuously make that vitamin shop more money. I guarantee I don't even have to look in the numbers. I guarantee if like all the vitamin shops within a 30-mile radius, I guarantee they probably have the highest sales. And you could tell that pretty instantly. Like, I will drive within a reasonable distance most time for something that I know if I may pass 2 or 3 locations of the same thing. If I know that the one I'm going to, if it's something worth driving out for, if I'm going to spend my time and money for something, I might as well make sure I get it right. I will spend a little extra to go to a place that is well run, great customer service. It goes a long way. I just wanted to give a shout out to that. Because it got me thinking, like, how low have standards gotten from people my age? That we just kind of, that it's two on opposite spectrums. It's either people are too reserved with themselves, that even when they are being controlled by the employee, where they're waiting in line somewhere and you can tell the employee's not really being attentive. They're not even being transparent, like, hey, it's going to be a minute. And there's like, I'll get to you when I get to you. Like, you have a choice about, you know what, I'm good. I like this extraness of what's going on here. I could just go to a different place. I've done it. I did it in recent memory. I was waiting. I went to just pick up something quick to eat. I'm not going to name the place. Del Taco. I was waiting at the register. And look, you walk into a place, they've been dead for a while, or it's during like early part when they first opens. It's not that busy. So yeah, they'll be in the back. They may not see you. I typically give a few minutes. There was someone that came up and they looked at me. They didn't say anything. And then they yelled to the back like, hey, you got a customer up here. As this person's on their phone, and they could have just came up and helped me. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe their job is not to do this for whatever reason. And I tell them, they're like, oh, well, they're going to have to wait a minute. And I'm looking around. There's really nothing happening. Like, there's no one in the drive-thru, no one there. And I'm like, okay. I don't have a rush to be somewhere, but there's too many options around here for me to just be like, just stand here and look like an idiot too. Like, y'all are getting paid. Like, I haven't been paid in a while, you know. If I were there, I would have been at the register getting, you know. But I wait a minute or two. People are walking like at the register doing X, Y, and then I see like there's no urgency to come to me to even just say something like, "Hey, we're trying to do X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah." I'm just sitting there, and after like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, I didn't say anything. I just walked out. Wasn't angry. Went in my car, drove across the street, went to a place, went to a Panda Express that I know what I'm going to get, the consistency of service, same people. They're going to not hook me up, but I'm going to get what I ordered. And I know what I'm going to get. It's well run. And that consistency, that like people say, oh, you're creature of habit. Like, no, I'm creature to knowing that I'm going to get what I pay for. And I think that's because nothing irritates me more, like with inflation and stuff. Nothing irritates me more than when I could have had a better option and I chose a lesser good location that I knew about and I get the same, inconsistent product. The power of consistency is like the most important thing when you are like going to businesses to get something. So, yeah.